Okay, excuse the hair. I am going to do a makeup tutorial. Um, hmm. I already primed my skin, my face, with a Shiseido Pore Minimizer. I'm going to see how it works without using an actual primer, because I usually never use a pore minimizer. If you're like me, I have really large pores. Anyway, I am going to start with my eyes, and I have been doing this trick that I've seen lately. You grab some Scotch tape, you put it on your hand once, and then you take it off. You're going to see like a print of your skin on here. You're going to put it directly underneath the eyelashes. You want to get it as straight as possible. So you see how I put it to the side here and I'm looking to the side? You want to do the same thing, or you're going to have uneven eyes. But if you do, you could always just take it off. It's makeup. Okay, so now that I have it on, I am going to get an eye primer. Any eye primer you have will do. I think the best eye primer is the MAC Paint Pots. Painterly or Ochre, I think it is. Those two I think are the most versatile. Painterly has a little bit of sheen in it, and Ochre, if I'm saying it right, I think that's the right name, is very matte and basic, like nude. So make sure you got everything on there, and then you're going to grab a brush. I have really old brushes. This is a MAC 242 brush. I love this brush. A friend of mine gave it to me who worked at MAC as a gift, and it is one of the best ever. So today I'm just using something that I got from, I think, Rite Aid or Walgreens, one of those drugstores. It is a 50% off Revlon Color Stay eyeshadow, and it's got a little how to do your eyes on here, and I am going to try their suggestion and we're going to see how it goes. So first of all, it's got, I don't know if you could see that. Okay, so there's a picture of it. So the colors all have a number, and the colors tell you where to put it on your eyelid. So we're going to start with color number 2, which is the black one in the palette, or the quad, and we're going to put it all over the eyelid. This all right here is the eyelid. So I'm just going to dip in there, and I'm going to pat, pat, pat. If you pat when you're putting on your eyeshadow and you're holding the brush the closest, you're going to get the most intensity. Now, if you're holding it the further away, it's going to be the lightest and less intense. So it's a good little trick to remember. So you're going to look like you have black eyes right now, but that's okay because that's going to change in a little bit. You want to pack on there as much as possible. Get it intense.
I don't know, I just got potato salad.
You piece of crap.
Well, I don't know which one's which. Freed's they're coming over pretty soon, helping get an entertainment center in the house. What, this is a prescription from Target, right?
Yes, and you need my birthday. July 13th,
Yeah,
1982.
July 13th, 86?
1982.
84? Yeah, come on. Come on.
I'm gonna hurt him.
Come on.
Okay.
Stop it.
He just went out.
Come in.
Oh, well, he's retarded. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab a different brush. And the tape on here is a countermeasure to keep it even so you can be as messy as you want and it's not going to affect your eyeshadow. So now we're going to do, I'm going to grab this brush that I bought from Michael's a while back. It is the craft store, Michael's, and it is a low Cornell soft comfort round brush. I think it was like $3. You could probably find anything at any craft store if you're really strapped for money. This is a good idea. So the next color we're going to do is the third color that looks kind of like a periwinkle blue on this quad. So we're going to go in the outer corner lightly. So you want your brush not as close and you don't want to tap. You're just going to go back and forth in windshield wiper motion. I'm going to do the same to the other eye. And when you're doing this, this is going to blend. So you're going to want to do this a couple of times because the black is a little bit more intense. So you're adding a different color on top of it. And we're staying pretty close to the tape because your tape is like a guide. Okay, so then the next color, we're going to do the light blue in the quad, which is number 4. And we're going to go above the crease. And we're going to go in windshield wiper motions. You're going to connect to the top or the end of the lid where you place the block. And remember how you're holding the brush, you want it further away to be a lighter application. You don't want to go too high above the lid. You want to keep it pretty close from the crease because we're going to put the taupe color in here, color number 1 from the quad, all above. And I'm going to use a brush that I've had from a set that came in a Lancome set at Christmas time. I've had it for a really long time. You can get them like at Macy's or Nordstrom's when they have the brush sets at Christmas time. They're a really good deal. I think it came with like 4 or 5 brushes, which I've lost all of them except for this one. I think I held on to this one because I really like this brush. It is kind of like a mini kabuki brush, and it's really good at blending. So I don't know if you can see the head of that, but it looks like a kabuki brush. And this is great for blending. So we're going to take the taupe now, and we're going to go all the way up to the eyebrow as suggested. I usually don't like doing that, but I'm going to try and see this model from the back of the Revlon eyeshadow kit. See how it actually looks. Because when you go too far up on the eyebrow, it starts to get kind of messy and you kind of lose your eyebrow. So blend, blend, blend. You don't want any harsh lines. If you have harsh lines, you're going to look like Mimi. If anybody remembers the Drew Carey show, her makeup was insane. Grab as much of the taupe as you want to blend, blend, blend. Okay, so, and for those of you who are looking and like, why is she not putting on foundation and doing her eyes first? I found by watching some other tutorials on the YouTube channel that it is actually easier to put on your eyeshadow before you put on your foundation because you have a lot of droppage from your eyeshadows, especially dark eyeshadows, and when you take off the tape, you can see how nice and clear it is, and you catch the fallout or the droppage of the eyeshadows, so it's nice and smooth and clean, and it gives you a guide for your eyeliner as well. So now, after we've finished the top of our lids, we're going to go back to the bottom lid after we put on our foundation. So, my foundation is a self-made Tarte foundation. It is medium sand. Yes, I made my own foundation. I just grabbed it from I grabbed a little bottle that I had from a old stay at a hotel. You know those little shampoo and conditioner bottles they hand out? Yes, I emptied it out and I washed it, let it dry, and then went into the store, looked to see which shade I thought would match me, and put some of their foundation in there. I've done that a couple times and I found that no one's going to tell you anything because you're making yourself a sample and it is at Ulta Beauty. No one ever helps you. You have to help yourself. It's not like Sephora. Sephora, people actually know the products and they will tell you what to do, how to apply it, what's better color for you. Ulta, I do not recommend over Sephora, but they have both the best selection in drugstore and in high-end, like example, they have Benefit and they have L'Oreal. So you have both to choose from in one spot. So I'm using, this is a Sephora brush by the way, it's a angled synthetic cream blush. I'm using it as a foundation brush and I just kind of go back and forth. I have pores. My pores are pretty visible, pretty large. So I try to get in pretty blended. A lot of people don't have that problem, but someone like me does. So you have to really make sure that everything is covered. So now that we got our foundation on our face, I am going to set it. A lot of people set their foundation after they're finished with powder. I do it first because I'm oily, and I find that if I do it first, I don't have a problem of my foundation moving around and losing it. So I'm using this powdered face brush that is from Sally's. An old roommate gave this to me. And it's not the best quality, but it does the job. It's synthetic hair. And it's a nice round brush. So, I'm using a translucent powder, by the way. This is Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte Poreless Powder. This isn't translucent. It's for normal to oily skin. I'm not overly impressed with the fit line, but the powder is not bad. So now we're going to do, I think I want to contour. So this is something I got from Target. This is a Maybelline Dream Wonder line from Maybelline. It was on clearance for $4.88 at Target. Target marks down a lot of stuff, so Target's a good place to get some makeup, especially if it's on a good markdown price. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use a Japanese blush brush. I did get this at Ulta. I've never heard of Japanese before, but it's actually a pretty good brush. So I'm pretty happy with it. I am going to contour. I usually start pretty light-handed when it comes to the blush, and I kind of go in circular motions back and forth. So now I'm going to do the other side. I try to keep it even. Everybody's got a different face shape. I have a very round face, so I try to contour as much of my face, and I feel like I have a very large face. So I try to get in as far as possible. You want to kind of do like a triangle shape, or like a diamond shape. I don't know how to explain it. You're going from here, here, and here. It's almost like a kite of a shape. So I'm starting from the ear and bringing it down to the middle here, and I'm going up here, so it's like really short, and then back. You can bring it up a little bit more. Just it's your face, your makeup. So then, oh, and also when you put on powder first and then you put on your contouring, it's not as harsh. It's a little bit lighter, so you can build to it instead of trying to take away, which is kind of difficult. So next I'm going to do my blush. Now this blush is Aziza. This brand. You can find this at any 99-cent store, pretty much. Colors are pretty sporadic, so what you find, it's kind of there. These two colors I felt would go with my skin tone. One is like a like a mauve color, and the other one is kind of like a peachy color. So I'm going to go pretty close to the inner corner of my mouth, and I'm using the peach. And I'm just tapping it lightly. Okay. And then I'm going to grab another brand that I don't even know what it is, but it was also at the 99-cent store. It does not have a name on it. It had a name on the actual label that it came with, the packaging. But it is also the 99-cent store. You can find some pretty decent makeup there. Not all of it is great. You just trial and error. But if you're really strapped, 99-cent store, way to go. This color is kind of a light sheen. It looks like it has a little bit of sparkle in it, but it actually is not very sparkly. And it is perfect for, you swatch it. I don't even think you can see that. It's super light. And it is great as a highlighter. So I'm just kind of gonna highlight here. And then I'm going to do a method called baking. So I'm going to take my translucent powder. This is from Ulta. It is a Real Technique sponge. Now, I never used sponges before, but let me tell you, this Real Technique sponge, in comparison to the Beauty Blender, I think is pretty nice because it's got a flat top and it's got a little point like a Beauty Blender. You can wet it or you can leave it dry. I am going to leave it dry. Kind of swatch it in there, and then I'm going to have a mirror to look at myself here. I'm going to take the sponge and I'm going to directly put it on top of the blush that I put there. This is a technique that drag queens use to create sharp lines. So now I'm going to do this on the other side. I think this is a great tool to carve out your cheeks and give definition. And it looks kind of funny, but you're not going to leave it on like that. You're going to let it sit there for a couple minutes. And anywhere that's not even when you're putting on your blush, you can even it out. So it's actually pretty cool. So right now I feel like I look kind of funny, and I probably do. I don't know if the camera is really picking it up, but I really have a lot going on here. So next I'm going to move on to my brows. So this is a old Benefits Brows A Go-Go. I wish they would bring this back. They do still have a brow kit, but it is not Brows A Go-Go. Benefit is one of my favorite brands makeup wise. It is really good quality makeup. So this brow kit had a little tweezer that I lost. It came with a mini eyeliner. It came with a highlight shimmer and a highlight cream, a light and a dark brow powder, and then the wax to set. So this I've had for many years. Powder doesn't really go bad, but anything else like this liquid highlighter that you put on before you put on the highlight powder, this is no longer any good, and I don't even try to use it. But the powders are great. The wax actually has, I've not noticed any difference in it, but they say that you shouldn't use makeup after, I don't know, after 6 months, I think it is. Like mascara is supposed to be done after 3 months, but any kind of powder, you're cool. You can keep it, you can use it. So I'm going to take this brush that I have. It is an old Mary Kay brush which actually broke. It's my eyebrow brush that I use. It's an angled brush. Hello?
July 13th, 92?
82.
82, sorry, 82. 02? Yeah. Okay.
82.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay. So now I'm going to go right underneath where the hair is. I don't know how to explain that. So when I'm applying, I'm not going all the way into the very last of the beginning of my eyebrow. And I'm just doing long strokes. And I'm going down. Now your eyebrows are not ever the same. They're not twins. They're supposed to be sisters. Or cousins or whatever you want to call them. But you kind of want to start light when you're putting it on, and then fill in all your hairs where there's sparse hairs. And then I go in closest to the end of the eye hair of the eyebrow, and I am tapping with whatever's left on my brush, excess product. So I am kind of trying to shape my eyebrows with my pencil. So I'm going to take the wax and I'm going to set it so the hair stays. And this wax is pretty good. I really do like it. There's a lot of people that rave about the Anastasia brow. I've never tried it. I have a friend who's tried their, it's like a pomade for eyebrows, and she says it stays on pretty good. So I mean, it's worth a try, but I still have my brow benefits and it works for me, so I don't see the reason in spending money unless I absolutely had to and I ran out. Because I cannot go out without brows. Even though I have a little bit of brows, it just doesn't feel complete without filling them in. So, once I've done that, I'm going to line my eyes. And I don't do any fancy wing normally because I actually am not really good at it. They say you can get good at it, but that takes practice. So I'm just going to stick closest to the lash line, nothing super fancy. And then I'm kind of following the line of the eyeshadow. See how that works as a guide for your eyeliner? That's actually pretty cool, right? Saves you trouble, you're not trying to calculate it. So now I am going to take the blending brush and I'm going to blend this a little bit because this looks a little harsh. And there's whatever product was left on it is what I'm using. Sometimes no product on a brush can really help you blend. So I am going to take a little bit more of the taupe color from the quad. I'm going to put some more up here and blend some more. I don't think you could ever blend too much eyeshadow. It's just going to make it look a little bit more natural, if that makes any sense. Makeup isn't natural, especially such a dark eye. So this is kind of like a smoky eye color. So now, it's not exactly black, but I mean, it's nice. Okay, so remember the baking that we did with our Real Technique sponge? We're going to go back and we're going to take a fluffy brush and we're just going to brush it away. I'm going to do the same to the other side. And I think that technique is actually pretty cool. Okay, so I'm sweating. If you have a thyroid problem, I know that's kind of random, and you sweat and perspire a lot, especially when you're putting on your makeup, you want to take any kind of paper towel or napkin and just kind of dab, pat your face, because you don't want to take off your work that you did. And I find that that helps. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. Okay, so the next thing that I am going to do is I am going to curl my eyelashes. This is a MAC eye curler. I think it's like $25. I don't remember. It was something insane. I've had it for a long time. I don't know if any eye curler will do the same thing, but the MAC one is amazing. So when you're curling your eyes, you just want to put it as close to the eyelash line, and then you want to pulse it. And you're going to do the same thing to the other eye. I usually pulse like 6-7 times. And this really does help prep your eyelashes for mascara. So now we're going to grab some mascara. Where is my mascara? Mascara. Okay, this is a Buxom sample that I got from Sephora. It comes with 4 other mascaras that are mini size. It's like a trial size. When you're finished, you bring in the certificate, and you get to choose which one out of the 5 in the kit you liked best, and they give you it for free. You just go in. That's a Sephora thing. I think I got it at JCPenney's Sephora. So it might be different at a Sephora store than it is at a Sephora JCPenney's. So I'm putting on my mascara. I'm trying to get as close to the lash line and go up, up, up. I'm not always a lash girl. I try to do lashes. I used to do lashes all the time. I really do like the way lashes look, which I'm gonna do some lashes today. Bookham is not exactly my favorite mascara. I hear they're good quality in their makeup. I've never tried any of their other makeup. I know they have lipsticks, and I think they have eyeshadows, but I'm not really sure. My brother's girlfriend raves about Booksome. I'm not a huge Booksome fan. I've never tried their products other than the mascara, which is a sample. So, I can't really say much. You want to take your time with your lashes. So, now I'm going to... lots of people say you should do under eye makeup. So, I'm going to do under eye makeup. This is a flat defining brush. This is Donna Lauren. Something I got from, I believe, Ross. It was some kit, makeup kit, and it wasn't the best quality. This is the only thing that I kept from it. So, going back to our quad, excuse me, we're going to take the, I think we're going to take the light blue first and go underneath the lash line. Oh, that looks kind of nice. And then I'm gonna grab the blue one and just go over it. Kind of connecting the eye here. And then I'm gonna use, this is by NYX. This is an incredible waterproof concealer. It actually stays on my under eye, and it doesn't really super crease, which is amazing. It's shocking because I have deeper under eye lines. They're called character lines. They're not exactly wrinkles because I've asked if they're wrinkles and they're not. Or they're just lying to me. I don't know. But anyway, it stays on, it's waterproof, and like I said, I perspire a lot because I have a thyroid problem, and I just get really hot. My thyroid is abnormal. I don't exactly know what's going on with it, but if anybody has any information on why I'm so hot because of my thyroid, I actually haven't lost any weight. A lot of people say, oh, if you have a hyperthyroid, you're going to get really hot and you're going to lose a lot of weight. Well, that's not exactly the case. I have not lost weight, but I haven't gotten any bigger. My body has just changed. So, and if anybody has any comments on that, just please feel free to share. Anyway, we're almost done here. We're going to do a nude lip. This is from Sally Beauty. I do not remember what it is called because it's rubbed off. It's a natural lip liner. It's a mechanical lip pencil. And I usually just fill in the lips with the lip liner. It makes it last a little bit longer if you don't have a long-lasting lip color. That helps. But you're gonna drink something or kiss somebody, it's gonna come right off. Sorry. Maybe not immediately, but it does prolong it. So this is a NARS birthday gift that I got from Sephora. When you sign up to get points, you get a free birthday gift every year of your birthday month. You just have to go in during your birthday month and tell them, hey, it's my birthday, I want my birthday gift. And you don't have to buy anything, they just give it to you. This color, I don't even know what it is. It is a satin lip pencil. It's Rickian. It's by NARS. I'm not a huge NARS fan. This is the first NARS product I've ever tried. It's not bad. It doesn't smell like anything. I usually like my lipstick to smell like vanilla. MAC's lipstick smells really good. Okay. This is the complete look. I think I want to blend a little more up here. Okay. We are done. So if you like this look, or if you have any comments, please subscribe. Thank you.